I can bet you anything that any person that went on a motorcycle will feel that freedom, and then that's just that feeling that you just love. You just feel free.
I would say Ottawa is the most unconventional area if you're going to try and build a global brand for motocross. We're in Canada, so we can only ride for about 4 to 5 months, 6 if we're lucky. When I was a kid, I grew up with the Z50s, so it's a small little mini bike. Man, I would just spin laps on it for hours and hours, and with my cousin Nick and all my friends, that's just what we did. As kids growing up. Everything's just an extension from that passion, which is really cool. The last couple of years I've been working as a professional mechanic in the Canadian Professional Series, and one of the things that I noticed is I couldn't believe that I was still writing information down on a pit board. This is ancient. Like, we're literally using a whiteboard on the side of the track. That's kind of when I got the ideas with the co-founder Tyler, and we said we got to change this. So I have an electrical engineering background, so I decided to go ahead and change it. And out popped this product, which essentially is recreating a pit board so that everyone can have that kind of feedback no matter where they are. So in racing, I mean, 1 second is not good enough. We're talking about, we need to be in milliseconds. And so that's when we kind of decided that, we kind of need to go with our own custom solution for, GPS hardware.
It's only been 2 years, but it's been a hectic 2 years. Definitely challenging, especially when you have a limited budget. So sometimes you gotta take chances and you're like, yeah, is this gonna work? And then, you triple check, you quadruple check to make sure that, is this thing really gonna work? Because if not, it's gonna cost us. And, often, more often than not, it comes out of our own pocket to do all these things. What you learn in school it's totally different of what you learn in real life. What you learn in school is basically, you learn to learn, and then at work, you just apply how to learn with all the different challenges that come. As soon as you're out of school, you're on your own. There's a reason why it's all eventually gonna pay off.
Yeah, my name is Brian, and then I'm a software guy in this company. I kind of developed the whole UI, backend, almost everything software, I did it. But I don't really have those technology, especially like in the track, to see the real-time data on it. Everyone, they just see the data after the track. That's why I'm thinking like MyPITBOARD is unique. It actually helps people get better in the track, which I don't think a lot of devices in the world that are actually doing that. So yeah, I'm proud that the software can help them. Hear that? Crack, crack, crack.
The first prototype was just, we took a bunch of off-the-shelf components, put them all together, coded it, and went out and tested it. Didn't work, it didn't work. We're like, oh my God, is this never gonna work? Is this idea just garbage? And then I remember, finally we got it to work. It worked at 40 kilometers an hour. We were able to get a lap time, and then we kept going.
Hold your device.
60, 80, 100. And they're like, screw it. 160, we got it, we locked, man, we were jumping for joy. And then ever since that moment, like moving forward, the product was getting better and better and better because it was, really starting to all work together.
Well, I started racing when I was 6 years old, and it's basically been my entire life since. I met my wife through motocross racing. I've raced all over the world. I raced for Team Canada, 2-time Canadian national champion, in MX of Nations, 7 times. Since we started developing it. I've had a hard time going to the track without it. I find it's super easy for me to train and focus and go practicing with a purpose, especially where I go and ride a lot by myself. I don't have somebody holding a pit board for me. So it's easy for me to just to set my spot and do my training. And I think it's a crucial tool for anybody that's really serious about racing.
And it just makes it more fun to ride too. Like, it's fun to challenge yourself. It's fun to push yourself. Getting this feedback is it's fun. You know, because if you're trying a new line in the corner or something and it's not panning out, you have no idea. So you need a way or a metric of, you know, knowing real time that this is actually going to translate into something better. If you're raising yourself, there's no better competitor. We're a startup company, so the plan is that the plan will change. Like, that's the only thing that we know. We wouldn't be where we are without the team, that's for sure. Like, just to kind of put it in perspective, yesterday, the guys did a 36-hour shift manufacturing and getting the product shipped out to our new customers for Christmas. I can't put good enough words for the team.
MyPITBOARD's great because we're always learning from each other, and it's okay to make mistakes and people want to help you out. You know, when you're working in a startup and everybody really truly cares about the product and cares about the company's success, it kind of forces you to get close because everybody wants this to succeed. Which I think is the best way to do it though. You need to go in and be fully immersed, because if you're kind of being handheld, you'll never be fully comfortable. I think the fact that we're just young and open-minded and want to learn and have fun and make this thing, you know, the best it can be for people.
I definitely love the MyPITBOARD team. They're so great, we get along really well, and I love that they're all related to the industry. So it's just really fun, and I really like being able to test out what I'm selling.
You know, our goal is we want a product for every rider to have.
No matter if you're a veteran rider or a local club rider.
I can promise you from the bottom of my heart that I legitimately get upset if I forget mine.
But the question is, like, how big can it grow? We don't know.
At the starting gate, everyone has, you know, their MyPITBOARD. That's what I want to see in the long term. That would be a pretty cool achievement.
I love when people come up to me and ask me like, oh, like, what's that? And I can explain it, and I can even mention that I work there.
I will not be let down.
It's super cool to see like people absolutely love it, and you know, just getting that little bit of feedback makes it feel like everything's worth it.